I tried to film this video earlier and then my camera's battery died halfway through and I kept on going and rambling for 5 hours or something without realising, and so I'm just starting again. This is video response 2 in defence of Fangirls. I have to say I agreed with pretty much everything that was said in this video, because the general perception of fangirls compared to fanboys is completely different, and I don't see why it should be. The only difference should be the girl and the boy bit at the end. None of my friends are anywhere near as mad as the typical sort of what people think of as a fangirl. Most of them are at stage 1, which is described in the video. Most of them are at stage 1. Maybe a couple of them in between stages 1 and 2. But I have never really met anyone who's at stage 3. I mean, I know they exist, but none of the people that I know are like that. So that would suggest that they're in the minority rather than the majority. I agree as well that we shouldn't not describe ourselves as fangirls just because the general perception is different to what we are. Because it is a good word and we shouldn't stop using it, because then it will become to definitely mean those mad crazy people who just do this all the time. So yeah, if we don't try and take back the word, then yeah, it'll be a completely lost cause. On a kind of similar but not really note, it was just what was said about Apple fanboys that made me think of this. I'm looking to get a new laptop because my other one it doesn't like me. To cut a long story short, it really doesn't like me. So I was wondering if anyone had any advice on the whole Mac v PC debate, because yes, I've decided that I'm going to think about at least getting a Mac. So because I've only ever used Windows on my own PC, like on my own computer, on my own laptop, the only time I've ever used Apple is an Apple computer is at school, and that was mainly Photoshop, so I know the basics, but if anyone has any advice on switching from like Windows to Mac OS, then that would be really helpful. And any advice about laptops in general would be really, really helpful, because I don't know where to start. I'm reluctant to get a Dell, which is what mine is at the moment, because mine just, yeah. My laptop may be one of a kind, but it has given me a bad impression of Dell in general. So if anyone's had a Dell that works, that would be great to know. Ooh, I know what I'm finished with. Look, my hair dye is washing out. It's returning back to brown. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, and you should probably expect that to have happened because it was only semi-permanent. But yeah, it's good. So then it means I can dye it red instead. And I've made my arm bleed. Ooh, I've made my arm bleed a lot.